Slowly add it up.
You're not nice. You're not nice. Okay, go.
Sharon.
All right.
Canada is actually lonely.
Oh yeah.
If you don't get family for a year, you go suffer small.
But Sharon is not really feeling like it
I know,
as
I
much
don't
because
know.
you have people
Because I have
around.
people here, yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes
Your people.
when you are not around family, it does get lonely. When you are in a new city, it gets lonely sometimes.
So do you feel lonely in Kingston?
Yes.
When I first came to Kingston,
So you have a
the
lot of
first
friends
week,
now.
the first 2 weeks, I was a bit lonely because I didn't know anybody. I only knew the pastor, but like,
I think it's easier to find people when you're in school. Like even if like
Yeah.
you go to orientation, you meet someone one way or the other, you will find people. But like for me, right? When I moved to Kingston, I did not know any. To me, work people are not socializing friends kind of people. They are like they are my co-workers. But like that's it. They are my co-workers and that's it. Like there's no like it's not like I can say, oh, I have my friends because
So you
I
cannot
have
develop
work.
any kind of relationship. I'm not even talking about dating now, like friendship with any.
I feel
coworker.
like I can still say they're my friends, but I can't say they're my friends as in okay, let's go and hang out after we like to me I can't. I
No,
just
if not Canadian setting, because in Nigeria, when I worked in Nigeria,
maybe
we enjoyed ourselves
yeah,
as
I
co-workers,
feel like
and you
for
don't
me,
feel
so
bad.
like-
yeah. For me, I think for me, if my co-workers were Nigerians or something like that, I would like immediately
Yeah,
gum
so
body
like-
with that person, and the person will be. But it's not like that. I'm the only black person at my workplace, so like sometimes even the conversations or like I'm not really into it or anything like that. And I feel like it might be me myself concept that is the problem in terms of like I cannot relate immediately as much as I would be able to relate immediately if it was like a Nigerian that I was working with.
Yeah, I noticed that I tend to like if I do become friends with a coworker, they're usually in like the same demographic with me. So like majority of the time, like even though we don't hang out outside, but we do like maybe like we're following each other on Instagram or Snapchat.
So you
They
follow
are
a lot
usually
of your friends?
Not a
your
lot of them.
coworkers?
I think
Some of
like I
them.
only follow like two or three of them. I don't know, but they're all black. I'm sorry, but like I tend to mingle more with people in my demographic at the working place. Because to be honest, we're the only like person of color in our working place. Every other person is Igbo. And
so is it
I
because
don't
of color
really-
now?
For me?
It sounds more because of color.
Yeah, so for me, it's just I tend to if I become friends with my coworkers because we have
black.
the same color.
Oh, that's interesting. And of course, the reason why we're having conversations about friendships and of course loneliness is more of the video that went viral not quite long about a Nigerian lady crying.
International students.
And international students saying it's lonely here. And of course, I ask questions, and there are few questions, even not necessarily about loneliness, that I ask most times. The first question is, and maybe the way I reason is different anyways, but I'm just trying to put out my own thoughts around this out. The first thing I've been thinking about is, how would you pick up a phone to cry in front of the phone? Now, if
I don't even know how that even happens.
if
How
the
do you
file-
cry in front of camera?
Wait,
I don't even cry in front of mirror.
Wait, if
You
the-
go pick up
let-
your
let-
phone,
wait,
press
let-
red
let-
button,
I'm
start
sorry,
to
I can
cry.
see.
or you goes
You
up.
will not
Will you
really-
cry
Are you
again?
going to cry again?
No,
So
it,
that's
it does not work like that. You will not really.
Okay, it doesn't work like that.
Will you
work
cry even
You
more?
will not
I feel like you will.
people don't really record
You
it.
cry more
even
because
more. Because
you lost the
that
time.
again. I'm like,
You people are missing the message. You're just thinking about the fact that the girl open camera to
Oh,
cry.
we're actually picking it
Yes.
step after
Because
step.
okay,
I just
just
started with
imagine.
that because
Okay,
that was
imagine
just the
you
first thing
call
that came to
someone
mind.
and you end up like bursting into tears that this is what's happening or something
So
like that.
it's because you are pressing the recording that now you
No,
bust because you said
listen,
I understand
ay,
that
ay, ay.
point of you calling someone like
It's
you
a
call
situation
someone and
of
then
like the conversation, like you start like as you're about to start talking or something, and you just like everything just the emotion just runs through and you start crying. It's not as if no, okay, oh, mo fe cry nisi oh, and then mo fe I'll open camera for me to cry. It's more of like okay, oh, I'm actually feeling lonely and everything, and as you start talking, you start crying, like because the
No, but she was already crying before. I'm sorry, but let's be honest. She's been crying for a bit. You can tell
so
in the
yeah,
video.
it
you
could
look
have
at
been
the
a
video-
situation where like she was already like
already
crying and was
crying
tired, and she just wanted to record it, and it's not a bad thing because like sometimes that's why some people used to express like
You can record though, but posting it.
okay, now posting it is the problem because I don't know how
Posting it.
I don't
But
know why I will post
I
my
feel-
crying, but
no,
then
it depends because I think she got what she wanted,
so
and
if
that's one thing I'm
what do
saying.
you think she wanted?
Left to me, I feel like
What did you
Now?
think
she wanted the clouds and all that.
That's
I
what
might be wrong.
I don't-
Okay.
I might be wrong because that's what I feel. You want sympathy. Why would you cry and post it if it's not sympathy? That's all I feel. You still want some level of sympathy. I understand. Okay, you don't have people in your demography. Maybe you want people to. I feel there are a lot of things we do, and it's
a
more
lot of
about
people share
sympathy.
things just because they want. It's not because
So you would cry and post it because.
thing is that social media is meant to.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that.
Because
See, I'm not against
if
her posting.
I want to say that
Funny
I
enough,
want to say
because
that if she wants her to post, it's like the same thing as sharing content. It's just
exactly. See,
I don't know
wait.
how to explain it,
think
but
you're
I
not-
don't think it's
I think you're not
necessary.
getting
But
my
look
own
at
point.
the video. She's been crying for a while. You can tell.
Exactly, she was crying.
She was
like,
crying for
let
a
me
while.
put on camera.
I
oh."
think maybe we'll have to include that video or put the link if
Yeah,
we
we'll put
cannot,
the
so at
video.
least so that you can have an idea of what
But
we're
can we
talking
talk about the
But I
content
don't-
of the video?
Of course,
itself? Not just the
we'll talk
reason
about
why.
the content of
Because
the video. See,
Immediately you open the
I-
comments,
I
you will
would-
see
wait,
people are saying that.
I would like to analyze this video, and that's the reason for just starting. Of course, we'll talk about the content. I will start with the content. We are still going back to that, no doubt. But if crying online gives you fulfillment, yes, that's good.
I don't think it's as deep as giving fulfillment.
Of course, most of the things we do is to make us happy or to feel good or anything. That's what I
It can just
feel.
be a form of release. Like
Exactly. And when you release it, you feel fulfilled that you've released it. That's all I'm saying. It's not deep, like deep fulfillment that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about, I get your point. But wait, after the release, you don't want anybody to say anything. So wait, after the release, if you have 0 views or 0 comments, you feel good. That's all I'm saying. So that means you want some level of sympathy. And if you get what you're looking for, no problem. Like, no problem. I don't just understand how I would just pick up a phone, start crying in front of it. That
Like
someone
people
even
that-
said,
First,
people
you
that-
look for a Nigerian.
So-
yeah,
someone-
that's my advice to anybody.
someone
Even if you
popular.
are
Go
not
to
Nigerian,
school, go to church, you will
even if
find
you are
someone.
not
of
a
course,
Christian,
we are even
you
going
can
back.
go
We are
Nigerian
even going back.
church.
We are even going back to that.
The actual content.
The
But
actual
my own-
content
the
and
what
all
I-
that.
What
But I just feel
irritates
like
me is the fact that people are actually like you that like what the first thing that you see is that oh she opened phone to cry. Like it's not necessarily
wait.
like
What should
like-
I say first? That's the way we all think as
the
humans.
whole thing. No, because me, I listen to. I'm like, oh my god, sad. But then you, everybody like, oh, she opened phone to cry. I'm like, even if, what's your business? Like,
Even
just
if,
leave her
of course,
alone.
we are still going
Like,
to talk
it's
about
more
the
of the
issue.
She's
But
on
then
my
but-
the
phone.
fact
Of
that
course, it's my business.
Exactly. You
It's
put it
gonna
out there
pop up
for
on
me.
my phone.
So
It's
see,
everywhere I go, it's
see,
on my phone.
I think you're not getting this thing. See, anything you put out there, be expecting
You expect,
criticism.
yeah, exactly.
Expect both good
Don't
and
say
bad.
that,
People
oh,
will talk. Don't say
How can you be saying
exactly.
that? Oh, I can do whatever I
We
want.
having
the
our
persons that
opinions.
commented
We
can
having
do
our
whatever they
opinions.
want.
Obviously, not everyone would support your opinion. We having opinions. You should expect people to even come for us. maybe for me personally for saying that she's crying, just like the way you're coming for me, anyways. So and of course
You I
too.
don't.
So
It's fear of people doing that. That's why I always scared
but
of posting.
no, it's natural for people to come. So you can't say that it's none of my business, because I feel like you put it out there for me to have
Yeah,
my opinion
exactly.
about it. If you had cried inside and it's not online, I would never have an opinion about what I've
But
never
what if
seen.
she was trying? What she was not? She was not trying to get sympathy but help. Because now that she put it out there, like she's
Eh,
getting
she-
help and advice, but it was not necessarily.
Yeah,
for
it comes
I
with
mean,
it
some
now.
people
It comes with
is she
it.
in Canada?
No.
Yeah,
I think
she's in
Yeah,
Canada.
people
Where,
are
where
giving
in
the
Canada?
advice.
No,
People are
but
giving,
she's in Canada.
but it might not just be like, oh, I'm posting for sympathy. That people are just immediately.
There are ways you can also talk,
reg-
asking for help and advice without necessarily crying. I might be wrong, anyways, but I think that she said few days also. And
Yeah, I
then-
was.
That
I
one,
was
once
a
you
bit
enter
lonely
school, you
for a
find
couple
someone.
weeks, but what I did was cause our school had like a platform where like you can just like you'll be able to make friends and stuff like that. So and I posted saying that, oh, I'm I'm like I'm even in this course. I even found some
Oh.
of my course mates earlier, and then yeah, and then from there somebody added me to the Nigerian group chat of my school,
Oh,
or like basically the African this thing. And then from there I even like I didn't know. Did I host? I didn't. I wouldn't say hosted, but I helped organize a play an event where everybody can meet.
meet. Oh, okay.
So like they've already done it before, but it was very small, so not everybody went. So the second one, they majority of the people went, and then every year they have like a picnic where they just meet each other, meet the new students, introduce each other, connections. Like
So,
that's
in a way,
basically what we're
based on
doing.
what you're saying, getting to meet people is an active thing you have to do. You can't just sit down at home.
Me myself, I'm an introvert. I
It's
You-
not. It's not. It's not. See,
maybe ambivert, but I'm more of an introvert. I enjoy
but-
my company. I enjoy my space.
the thing is that
Why you say
people
hmm?
that come
I
from
don't trust
Nigeria
you.
and come to
Eh?
Canada,
I've seen
they
you
think
now.
people that come from
Yes,
Nigeria,
now I'm an ambivert.
people that people that come from Nigeria and come to Canada and just think. I feel like the way we socialize in Nigeria, it's easier to meet people than in Canada. So like they come with the whole expectation like, oh, there are plenty of people in come like, oh, there are plenty of Nigerians in Canada. Don't worry, now life like I'll be able to meet people. But funny enough, when people come to Nigerians that come from Canada, so Nigerians that come to Canada, they expect.
Because
but in Canada,
I was with GT for a
Canada
while.
is not. Canada is
GT?
not for the
GT
weak.
Bank in Nigeria,
Oh.
and I could remember every Friday after work like this, there is always TGIF and all that. Everyone socialize. In fact,
Yeah,
TGIF.
it's
thank
easier
God
to
it's-
socialize like that.
you don't even.
Oh, thank God it's
This guy is not a
sorry.
Nigerian. I
See,
said,
thank God
no,
it's Friday show. Is it from Indani TV?
Sure, who is talking? About?
Okay, never mind.
I
Never
just said
mind,
that this
never
guy is
mind.
not from Nigeria.
But
I'm
going
Nigerian,
back,
please.
there's
you-
Don't mind him.
so
I'm
many-
Nigerian. Oga said I was floating.
I said you are
I was
floating.
in between.
Obviously, you are floating.
No, they say you're Liberian now. You forgot.
Yes, they even
They
say I'm
she-
Liberian.
Liberian.
Just see you, G, if you are seeing this.
But like, see how there are like occasions and there are things that like it's just easy to get together. But here, everybody is either forming busy or people are actually busy and like, or it gets dark easily, which is already a depressing part of Canada. Or like someone is at work, you're doing double shifts. It's not as easy. It's not like the connection
So
is
how
not
do you
like
now
that.
get to meet people?
Coming, that's it's not needs
To be
a
honest,
conscious effort.
yes,
In Nigeria,
fine,
you might not
fine,
need. It might not be a conscious effort because you will meet people. But here, you actually have to make the like you have to actually like be the one, like make a conscious decision. Okay, I'm going to go to church to go and meet people, or okay, I'm going to join this group chat because there's this activity. You actually have to like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to go meet my, like, find a friend or something. You have to consciously like be more intentional about it. Because in Nigeria, you find people, it's easy like that, right? It's not just to go and you find people, you talk, you socialize. You may not even need to know the person, like as in friend, but you also want to socialize. But in Canada, you can stay weeks in your house without actually talking to someone.
And if you're not an introvert, even if you're an introvert, it's still
And then
affected
the way,
as
like
well.
the way socializing
wanted
is
to
done
say,
in Nigeria is not like they don't socialize here at all, because you have reason to wear clothes, to look fine, want to be pretty. In Canada, what is even wear? What are you
Nobody
doing?
cares about
What
you
are
wear.
you doing? You wear your jacket, you wear your.
You can
like,
even wear
what
one
do you
clothes
know?
to work 5 days. No one will
Like
even
nobody,
notice or
like
say
do you get?
anything.
Nobody cares as much. Nobody's looking at what you're. So like it just becomes very. It has that depressing. Like see me always now. I mean the point of Canada is very very. It's not the greener grass anymore. It's
But
not the
It's
greener
not,
grass.
but you
But
have to
some
make that
people-
effort
that's
to
what I'm
make
saying,
it,
because
make it
some
greener
people
for you.
would actually see it from another lens based on what you're saying. I was at a wedding yesterday and looking at the number of Nigerian, or maybe not Nigerians, because I don't know the nationality, but looking at the number of black people there, and obviously this set of people still have an idea of, okay, that means they know at least themselves for them to be in such weddings. So
Me, I used to feel, I'm like, if I have wedding, like, who are the people
Who will
coming?
like?
Like, who am I inviting? Like,
I'll
in
just be
Nigeria, if
like-
I was in Nigeria, I know that my mommy and her people, and my daddy and her
Okay.
people, our co-workers, all those people, they will come. But I'm like, me, who are the people coming? Like, how many people, I can count
because
people in my life.
at least I know that the bride is a very active person, and I can say that at least a sizable number of people that were at that wedding knew her personally, and it was more of, though I will categorize as an extrovert.
She's an extrovert, yeah.
She is an extrovert, but I could say like she has been active about friendships and all that, and then you cannot, and that's what I'm saying, like even saying that Canada is so lonely and all that, someone like that would have another
Perspective.
story or perspective to all these things that we are talking about.
No,
So I
it still
feel
requires
still-
and it still requires intention from her.
that's what
Because
I
it
feel.
can never be as easy as introvert. Like because like an extrovert in Nigeria, what an extrovert would do in Nigeria, it cannot reach what an extrovert would do in Canada. In terms of
I
how
don't
it's
think
easy
No, I
to
don't
like.
think
I
so.
don't think so.
No, how is it's like
not,
you
it's not
really-
that deep to even relate with people here too. Even the whites, I don't think it's that deep. If you just understand them, like if you understand them, you still have friends and you'll be good. That's what I might be wrong, but that's at least based on my relationship with people I work and all that.
It's not like Canada is like very very. It's like 9 months out of 12 is already dark at 3 p.m. Like what?
The
Out
club
of
life
12.
in Canada
Is it?
is actually like I don't go to the clubs.
Oh shit, disclaimer.
Sorry,
yeah,
disclaimer, but I've never been to a club.
So how come you
That-
know about the club life?
Because I have friends.
They organize one in your house.
I see videos. I have
Yeah,
friends
man.
that go to the
Oh,
club.
shit.
They are
They go to
promoters.
where
They are
that-
hosts.
Do you believe
They
her?
host.
Do you believe her?
The people that know me, they will believe me.
Yeah,
Sha.
comment,
Anyway,
please put
I
it in the
don't
comments
believe
and
you.
open a
there's
yash.
even a list on a blog called
In
Six
fact,
Boss
they have
TV.
one coming soon.
Where?
She
I'm
knows.
not the one hosting it. That event that will be the first time I've ever been in a club.
You are coming out small. Don't worry, you will say the total truth.
I'm
eventually.
telling you, I've never been.
Wait, is happening in the club?
Apparently, it's a new club. I've never heard of the club.
Anyways,
I've
that
never heard of the club.
that's not the major topic. here.
Anyways, what was I saying?
So you said you were talking about the
Yeah,
club.
like you can, as a Nigerian, and plenty Nigerian, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I always at the club.
So you're saying that
Ev-
they should go to the club. Me, I'm not saying that. Anyways.
No,
No, don't go. That, but I'm just saying
you're
that.
going to
the-
make friends
like,
in the club, honestly.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
not
saying
making friends in the
that. I'm
club,
not saying
so
that, but
I don't
like,
think a club is.
Well, I
There
just
are
feel
people
like
there.
I just feel like there are ways you can meet people. That's what
there
I
are
feel.
always black events. Like look for or like social events. Every
like if
They
you
still
think
do
about
stuff now.
They still do. You are just
They still
looking in
do
the wrong
stuff.
place.
where
You always
check
you're
TikTok,
saying weird.
TikTok,
You always see
Instagram,
things
Facebook.
happening.
You always see
You
events.
always see things
Every
happening.
week there's something happening.
And
Maybe
then
not in
another
Kingston, but I
thing, sorry.
promise Ottawa. I don't know what's been going on, but for the past
No,
couple
there are
years,
a lot of people
but-
in Ottawa.
Yeah, I know, but for the past couple years, I've been seeing more events, more black events coming out.
But
That
like,
there's
it's
a-
not free
there's
of
a-
charge black event. You
No,
pay
it's-
money for
no,
it.
sometimes no. Majority
So
of the time
what?
it's
See
free,
what
actually.
I feel is it's not necessarily that you have a lot of people. Just have few people that you're very comfortable with. I think
But I
you
have
planned
something to
something
say.
not quite long. Oh, it's been a while though. Anyways, but I think that was in April. You planned like games night and everyone everyone came around and it was nice. I met
April.
I had
Yeah.
a game night
I met
I
some
wasn't
people.
here,
I had a
Abby.
game night yesterday.
You
but-
had a game
No,
night.
it was my roommate
You're
that
not
had a game
serious.
night, and I joined that game night. No, she had a game night, and then I think it was with our masters. What's it called? Our colleagues.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. See, even if you do not have a large group,
But
that's the way you meet people.
can I say something?
So it's not that deep. Now you meet people. Like, of course, we met Bisoye through that and all that, and then it was just she came around later on, and it was still fun and all that. You were there. So I feel those are actually forms. So if I sit down in the comfort of my house, and that happens to introverts generally, you don't want to go out, and it happens to me. So you should be ready for
All
the
you people
consequence.
that are claiming introverts, as
No.
if no, you can.
I'm
How
an-
are you claiming
I'm an
introverts?
introvert now.
How?
I'm very quiet.
You,
too.
you are an extrovert.
Me.
Yes.
No,
Eh?
he's extremely introverted.
Thank you. She knows. He knows.
Extreme.
He knows. It's because I'm
Extremely
comfortable with you
introverted.
people.
No, I feel like you're an ambivert. You're extroverted when you're around people.
No, everyone is. That's
not
something about even
everyone is.
introverts. You can't tell me that.
Introverts still know how to talk to
See,
people, but
yeah,
they don't. They don't want
it's
to
not
always
just-
talk to
yeah,
people.
and it's not everyone. So it's like the people they are comfortable
Me, I'm
talking
telling you,
to.
Abby, I'm a. I don't know.
Whatever. But can I say
Wow.
something?
Wow.
Something I've noticed
Mm-mm.
also in terms of friendship in Canada is that. How do I explain it? Maybe because I don't know how to explain, but I feel like. Yeah, maybe let me talk on myself, not generalize it, but I'm like I've never been one person to always like go to someone's house all the time, or like, so it's like if I see you, well, good, I'll talk to you, I'll gist with you, we are like all good. But like after I don't see you anymore, and it's like out of sight, out of mind kind of situation. But like, so if like I consider you my friend, I still consider I'm friends with you, I still consider you my friend. But then if you now like, if the expectation of the friendship was like, oh, I should be calling you every day, gisting with you, calling you every day, gisting with you, going to your house, going back and forth. That kind of friendship, I don't know. I've not seen it as much. I don't. Okay,
And then
I'm talking about myself, but
yeah, in situations
I
like
don't see
that,
it as
you
much
should
in
be
Canada.
okay with being lonely in that kind of situation, because a friend that you're not checking up on, you should not expect the friend to check up on you either. So you should now not come out to say you are lonely, and that's all I'm saying. See, don't come out here to tell you you're lonely when you've never acted on it. It might not be that deep as I'm taking it anyways. Maybe you're also taking steps and it's not working. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, the few hangouts, they said you should come for some hangouts. You said no. You are okay with
it's
yours.
not a situation.
Go to church. You said no. Where will you now meet people?
But not only that, it depends on what city she is. There are some cities.
Everyone is distance also.
Hey,
like-
there's some Brookville.
Yeah, but
Look at Brookville.
there are still.
Before, bro, I used to live in Brookville 1 year because I was doing what? Yes, because I was.
You
at
were
St.
there for a
Lawrence
year.
Yes, I was at St. Lawrence College. I was doing.
Yeah,
my
I didn't know.
course.
I knew you were in
And
St.
then I
Lawrence, but I didn't know that
switched
you
to
spent a
Kingston.
year in Brooklyn.
Yeah, about a year.
Okay.
So like, yeah, it was boring. I could like.
But are you saying that you never met any Nigerian? Wow.
I met one. I met three.
That's it. You always.
But the
meet
thing is that why do you
Nigerians.
expect
Four,
that
four.
immediately?
Can you see?
The
If you think-
Nigerians-
Four.
If you
but-
think wow, you will still count another person. though.
No, 4. 2 of them were. It was the pastor and then the pastor's wife.
in Brookville.
Yes, but they actually moved to
Yeah.
Cornwall. So those 2 people, and then another one was my friend, but he went back to Ottawa, and then the other one, but she goes to Brookville just to school there. but she's from Ottawa.
But I'm
So like there were barely any times where I would have. You want me to be catching? You want me to be hanging out with my pastor?
like that's
Why
the
not?
thing. In Canada, you know how people call from Nigeria. I'm like, I have a friend in Canada now. The person's in BC. Me, I'm moving to Ontario. But then that distance is long distance friendship you're about to do.
See.
So you cannot be expecting people.
But that's what I'm saying. See, you're not even talking about friends outside where you are. I'm just saying that no matter how small the group is, you can still meet with some people and you develop it. Because I never felt lonely, and there was a reason. I came with another guy from Nigeria. Then, like, we came the same day, the same supervisor, and sometimes they would come to my house. So it wasn't necessarily that I had a lot of people around, but I was comfortable with this person that we were so free. I could go to his house, I could eat his food, he could
But
eat
that's
my
because you
food.
came with someone. What if you did not come with someone?
So, and that's what I'm saying. So, if I had not come with someone, what I'm saying is I should take an active move of getting at least one person that I'm comfortable with and we can vibe and all that. That's just what I feel. That's what I feel. Because no matter how much I complain about the loneliness, it would not change anything. That's just what I feel. So I need to act.
I feel like she just means.
She
But
had
like,
this expectation, and then she came and it was not. It was
Yeah.
not the
See,
same thing.
we know someone that has not seen. Yeah, I think I'm right. Before I say, that has not seen his family for almost 5 years. Like, he has not seen his parents for almost 5 years. We all know the person, and he's not doing. Based on what I know, he's not. He's not necessarily sad and remorseful and all that, and he's still an introvert, and so, but he's involved in a lot of activities that he's still keeping himself together and all that. That's just what I feel. There are moments like that. We all miss our families. We all have different relationship with our families. Me, I can go some years without seeing anybody. I don't really mind. So far, I know that you are good. The only problem is if something is wrong, then I might be afraid. But once I know that you are good anywhere you are and we are talking, that's okay. Like, hope you are fine. You're fine. So I think we are all shaped differently, and some people, they have to see themselves like almost every now and then. So for someone like that, she is going to feel it more, which is normal. So it would be wrong for me to judge her based on that, because I know that this is how I was brought up. Like, not necessarily because of that. Oh, this is just my nature. Let me put it that way. Like, once you're good, you're good. And for someone else that sees the family every time now and then, she's going to feel it more. So I understand that, but I'm just. I don't have anybody to at least roll with. I feel like if you don't have anybody, if you stayed inside and continue to cry, you will just continue to cry. But you need to take active steps of how you can get someone, and I think that's just the summary of the whole thing.
But then, yeah, I believe you have to take active steps. But I'm just like, she's still. I believe she cried because, like, she did not like. She came in. There was. Oh, it's going to be just easy.
Oh, you were neighbors
With who?
with the girl.
No, now.
What do you say?
She feels. I feel she knows a lot about her. You know, she's saying, when she.
I'm just saying in general.
The way she was saying it,
I'm
you
saying
think
that in
like
general,
they stayed
people-
together and she knew our real problems.
In general, people come and have this expectation that, okay, don't worry, I've landed in Canada, everything else is going to be easy. But then when we now tell you that, okay, you have to make active effort, but if you actually just come with the mindset of, oh, it's going to be easy, then the intense feeling of, man, this is hard, or this is lonely, or this is not, this is a strange land, then that's what I think initially cost. But then now that she has the advice, like, okay, she will now use it. But someone that comes oblivious to the life in Canada and how it's difficult itself, so I have to be intentional about it. Then
You see a lot of people depressed here, and the struggle is real anyways, and you understand that, and in fact, even some Nigerians too, when they get here, you start forming like you do not even want to relate with Nigerians again and all that. So, and of course, it's getting more difficult to like in Nigeria. If you have a neighbor, you can stroll to that neighbor or go and visit. But here, you need to call. Can I come? If the person say I'm not in the mood to see anybody, you cannot go. But in Nigeria, you don't necessarily. Maybe not in all
You
cases.
can literally follow people to work, follow people back.
Like, yeah,
there's
you are
that
very
relationship there
free
that
at
is
some
easy.
point. So I understand the situations here, and of course, I think what I would say is I just hope she gets better and she.
I
gets
feel like if
people
she
around anyways.
redirected the video in a different way,
Like,
because not only that, I feel like if she did what I did, because what I did, yeah, I posted a video saying that, oh, well, what's up now? Where are all the Nigerians in Canada?
But do you
Like,
think
where
you would
where are
have
you
gotten
guys?
more traction like she got?
but is she necessarily looking for traction?
no, but like
not
she
looking
would-
for
That's another case.
But
so
she
if
would have gotten the
if she
right
wasn't looking for
audience.
traction,
Like,
maybe
is she
Yes.
she should have
yeah,
gone
she
through.
should have-
And that's my point from the onset. Like, why do you have to cry when there are other ways you could have gone through? Just like
Because she was
mentioned.
emotional and she cried.
But she pressed red, though. She pressed red, but she even held the button.
And then she now
Yes, she held the button
after
and
she was
cried.
done
She
crying,
released the button.
she edit.
She
I don't know
watched
if
it.
she edited.
She watched Amo.
and then
She watched the
Oh,
video.
Okay, where can I post it?
Blurry. She was watching it.
You know
Ah,
that
see
the
me
reasons
cry.
why
She was watching it. She now even. I bet she even added caption. She added
Why are you
caption.
like
Did
that?
not
Why are you people like this?
She now went
Why?
to bed and rest.
She went to bed and rest.
Yes.
After doing all
No.
that.
After you cry. So then, all of a sudden you just sleep and wake up. And that's exactly what happened, bro. I
And then after waking up, you notice that I'm now viral.
yeah, exactly.
And I never wanted this, but this is what I got.
Yes, exactly. You know, I hate that statement. I never wanted this. Excuse
So
me.
why did you
What
do
were
that?
you
What
expecting?
You know? Just like that, I was saying. She was just trying to release, I get your point. It's so clear. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like if she done the video like differently, then she would have gotten the right audience. Yeah.
But people
So,
see her
in
pass,
a
so
way,
that's good. But just, hey, FYI, if you're watching this from Nigeria, you're thinking you're coming to Jackpot, hey, come with your strong mental health. Because Canada will want to test
The main
you.
thing
Don't come
is-
to
no,
Canada. Don't advise people to be coming to
Actually, I
Canada.
don't
I beg.
advise- I would say-
Don't
actually
come.
No,
If you are coming to Canada, go to a smaller city, please.
Why?
I
What
think
are
I'll
you
beg
saying?
you.
See,
Why you
grass
are going
is
to
not-
Toronto? Then you
What
are
is this
complaining
one
that
saying?
grass is not greener in Canada anymore.
the grass
Because
is
she
white.
share-
See,
I promise you.
I don't believe
the
that.
grass is
I don't
the grass
believe,
is not
let me
more
tell you
greener.
I don't believe
The
what they're
grass
saying.
is white. The floor is black. Any small thing you just fall. I break your head.
I don't believe what she's
If
saying.
you not get any health insurance, Otilo
I don't believe what they're saying. See,
Grass is
try
not
it.
greener in Canada.
Come.
Oh.
is white.
There's
See,
just there's no
They are
employment.
shouting grass is not greener. There is no employment, and they are not back in Nigeria. So
Because
don't
you
listen
don't have
to
choice.
them.
There's no
Until
choice.
You have a
I'm not
choice.
saying. I'm
you have
not
a
saying
choice.
you can
Come
leave
if you want to
Nigeria,
come.
but don't come to Canada.
No,
if
me,
you are coming
so
to Canada,
if you
go
want
to
to
a
come to
smaller
Canada, let me
country.
set your expectation.
Because
Because there's
Until now-
no work.
Smaller
Employment is low. House is expensive. Come as
Smaller-
millionaire. I'm not Nigerian millionaire or Canadian millionaire for you to buy house.
See, that's-
Just
but
come with all
seriously,
those
No, I'm
things.
being serious. If you are
Honestly,
if you are trying to leave Nigeria, don't come to Canada. I'm sorry, Canada is not a very
All
it's
that-
horrible.
all that
But
is
you can
story.
try Australia. You can go to like
Australia,
This
frog
is-
is inside
I
your
promise you,
bathroom.
Australia.
Frog
Yes,
is
I'm
inside your
sorry.
bathroom.
All
Snake
the-
is inside.
This is
Yes,
not.
I know
This
all
is
the
not
snakes
immigration.
and all that stuff. But I promise
immigration
you,
session.
Australia.
This is not
not.
immigration session.
I know it's not immigration
If you are-
session.
if you want
but
to
I
come
want
to Canada-
If you want to go to Australia,
Canada is not
If you
roses.
want to come to
yeah,
Canada,
I
and
agree with that
roses.
one.
It's
Canada
not.
is not. It's not.
It's
It's
really
not the
not.
greener pasture.
see, they are saying it, but
There's
they're
a
not ready
reason
to
why
leave.
Canada is with the.
They are saying it, but they're not ready
Ah.
to leave. If you want to come to Canada,
No,
come.
see, I'm saying
They are
come to
people who
Canada.
want to come to
No,
Canada.
you.
When I'm done with graduate, you think I say I know they
When
leave?
God gives
I
me
will
the
leave
money
this
I
country,
want to
oh.
leave, I'll leave and go
I'll
to
leave this
Dubai.
country for you people.
That's
But you
good.
guys, if you want to come to Canada. But just know employment rate.
It's horrible.
House,
For
you
you
have
to
to be
find
a
job is
Canadian
horrible.
millionaire to buy a house.
No, what I
You
feel
be
most
living
times
rent to
is
rent.
You people complain, but you are not leaving. That's the
See,
most
there's
painful
no
part.
choice because at the end of the day, it's not
Because I
about.
can't leave. Where I go? Which money? Where?
After
Which
years
money?
of
Nigeria, you
after
can
years.
go back to Nigeria
Which
now.
stupid
After
Nigeria?
years.
Yeah, why are you not telling people in Nigeria not to leave
Because
Nigeria?
we have already.
No, I
because
said you. If you are
I've
leaving
entered.
Nigeria, don't come to Canada. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. If Canada is the only
I
choice
did
they
not
have,
offer Australia. I offer Australia now.
if Canada,
Philip,
okay.
what-
See,
I was
that's
gonna say Philippines. Jesus.
Sorry. You can even go to Belgium.
places you're mentioning.
Europe.
I've been to Spain. Yes, Europe. Yes.
Spain.
Yes,
You've
I was
never-
born there.
You've never mentioned Spain since, and then you were.
Well, because I never mentioned it.
Wait, you were born in Spain, but
Yes.
you never stayed in Spain. You moved.
Yes, I stayed.
You
in,
moved to Canada.
Yes, because my parents decided to move to Canada.
If Spain was
Canada
better,
back then
if
was
Spain-
cool.
If Spain was better, they would have been in Spain.
I'm
What
telling
I'm
you
saying
that
is,
Canada was good at
you are
some
giving
point.
advice. You are giving advice as to where people should move to, but you've never experienced those places.
Canada was good.
I've
You are not the
experienced
best
small-
person to give advice in such
What do you
places. The only reason why you
Canada
are
was
giving
good.
advice as regards Canada is because you are in there and you're experiencing that.
That's
So
why you're
let
a good
people-
person to tell
let
people not
people-
to come and experience.
Yes,
No,
and
that's
what
wrong.
I'm experiencing, I'm telling people that
They
if you
should
come
not come.
to Canada, you
I
should
still
not come.
feel if you're
I promise-
comparing, if you're comparing Nigeria and Canada, I feel Canada is better. So why would you tell people not to leave that Nigeria and to Nigeria to
I'm
come
not
to
saying
Canada?
that you should not leave.
Now,
I'm
that's
saying,
what you're
yes,
saying,
leave
that don't
Nigeria,
leave.
But she said
But-
so and somewhere
but
else.
avoid big
That's what I'm
cities
saying.
in
Somewhere else that
Canada.
you're mentioning that you've never stayed. How sure are you that that place you're
I
mentioning
am
is
sure
better?
because I've looked at the stats. Have you looked at the
What
stats
if
of
I tell you
Germany?
that I know a lot of people in Europe that are still looking forward to coming to Canada?
Hey, tell them
A
you
lot.
know.
A lot. In fact, if I want to do it, I can call people and say, "Are you still interested in Canada?" Here, and you hear what they will say. A lot of people. So it's because you are
Because
here.
Canada
That's
is lying
see,
to them.
see until
Because
you
you get why
wait.
they
Listen.
Prime Minister.
UK or anywhere you're mentioning, and then you can compare both. That you should say, okay, you can live here. Here
I
is
wouldn't even
better.
advise you.
See, most
UK
times-
is even worse.
Can you see? So you are now the for all
But-
immigration
But I'm
advice
just
and all that.
saying,
reach
look
out-
at the stats.
See, I think
I
we
don't
are done
need
with
to
that.
be-
For all immigration advice,
We're not done.
reach out
Listen.
to reach out to Sharon. She's going to get it.
No, I'm
Uh, she's going to get back to you. So as regards the lonely issue, I think we've done enough justice as to that. Most importantly, check do your research about that. See, the way you guys are still might not complain the way you're complaining that Canada is all this, and they are not necessarily extrovert self. So the
Lonely.
she is feeling it. The main thing I'm just saying is, see, also take actions. Of course, I understand that it can be frustrating, and I just hope you get help. You know, anyone that is going through that process, there's depression here. If now, if you do
Join
something,
dating app.
if you lose money or all that, then you will know how lonely it is, because no one will necessarily come to your help. Everyone has bills to pay and all that. So what I'm saying in essence is just be active, take actions, get to meet people and all that. Look for avenues to meet people. In fact, even if you're not Christian, I still feel like you can go. I heard someone, I think the person only came to our church once, and she said the reason why she came was just to meet people. You can go to a church, which is left to me because I'm a Christian. I might not advise that to meet people. I will advise that you should go because you want to go. But at least find ways. Let me put it this way: find ways to meet people. There are a lot of ways, and you always meet people. Get few phone numbers and all that, and then chat once in a while. Keep up
in
and all
touch.
that. Keep in
That's the
touch.
problem.
That's
Keeping
it.
in
Don't be
touch.
like some people that's
Keeping
you know
in
out
touch
of
is the
sight is out
problem.
of mind. You know. But
Keeping
at
in
least
touch is the problem. When you figure out how to keep in touch, come and teach me.
then that's it for some people. So I hope you've listened. So and if you are in Canada or outside Nigeria, especially where it's lonely, could you please share maybe tips or an idea of what to do, especially in your own case, what you've done to keep up with people around and to have fun.
Ooh, another thing is when you come to Canada and you're looking for food that you've never, that like your Niger food and your Niger snacks, go and find there. I don't know, everywhere you see in every city, there's always going to be in Nigerian small, well, most of the place.
It's not in my city, no African
Oh,
stuff.
bele, bele, bele.
So exactly.
But shout out to Most Dainty Bites for us. She's the plug in Kingston. If you're in Kingston, she's the plug for small chops.
She provided she provided small chops this afternoon.
Puff is 10 out of
top notch.
20 out. Also caters event, so we'll put a link down below, but like check out Most Dainty Bites.
That's important.
You will love it.
So and
Trust
at
me,
least
you will love it.
try it out.
I love, like, seriously,
100%.
I don't like fish pie. A lot of people don't like fish pie, but seriously, her fish pie is top notch.
It's
I don't
so,
like fish,
like,
but
I don't know
her
how to
fish
explain it, but
top
you
notch.
all check Most Dainty
Just check it out.
Bites.
Yeah.
Most Dainty Bites. Put the hashtag down below
No,
in the
hashtag,
comments
yeah.
or in here. You see
Yeah,
it
you
here.
will see it somewhere
It
here.
will shall float somewhere.
So
You feel it, yeah.
So at least thank you for listening and share your thoughts around it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you can come for Dara especially.
don't come for me,
And
oh,
Sharon.
please.
What are you coming for me for?
I
Based
don't
on
know.
what you guys said. So.
I come in peace.
So
If you are coming to, I'm just saying. I want to say one thing. If you are coming to Canada, go to a small country. Avoid Toronto. And,
how are you saying go
Vancouver
to?
for
Wait, if
goodness
you're coming to
sake.
Ghana.
No, I don't approve of that message.
That's
but
even wrong.
continue.
You left
Because me-
Brockville to come to Kingston. Oh.
See
See the person advising.
Kingston is a
But
small
you're
city.
saying, why did you leave Brockville that is smaller to go to a bigger
Sure.
city? Mama, don't
Sure.
advise wrongly.
Don't
Exactly.
Do,
Go to a place that's in your budget. That's all I'm gonna say.
do what works
That's
for
it.
you. Just do your research and do it well, and then
Exactly.
just follow your mind. So thank you for watching and
Bye.
Lolly at the top.
Lo 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 lo.